How's it going, everybody? Namaste. I'm Tamal, for those of you who don't know me. I've been on the Heal documentaries. I'm a yoga teacher and meditation teacher. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of breath work, a little bit of meditation. There's a couple of things I'd like you guys to have. Hopefully a cushion to sit on, a yoga mat, or if you're not feeling like doing that, you can also just sit on your couch. Also, if you happen to have a pair of mala beads, that would be helpful. If you don't have any meditation beads, you can always use your fingers, which I'll guide you through in later. We're going to do a little bit of movement tonight, just so that we open up our bodies and create an environment that is more conducive for breath work, or pranayama as they call it. So we're going to sit up tall on your cushion, your yoga mat, or on your couch. You're going to take your hands and place them on top of your knees, keeping things very simple. And I want you to close your eyes, and we're going to start with some very basic breathing. I want you to think about filling your stomach, your abdomen, and then your ribs, and then your chest. And then as you exhale, you're thinking of your chest going in, then your ribs, and then your abdomen. Sometimes taking your hands off of your knees and just placing them directly on your stomach really helps you feel these actions. So again, we're breathing through the nose, filling the belly, the ribs, and then the chest. And then as you exhale, the chest is going in, the ribs, and then the belly. And when you keep this going, inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and as you exhale, chest, ribs, and then belly. Keep going. Few more breaths. You can blink your eyes open. Keep that breathing steady. See, through most of our life, we don't use much of our lung capacity. And most of us just breathe in our chest clavicularly, but this style of breathing helps us access more of our potential, and we get more out of the breath because we're not just observing it, but we're actively participating with it. So we're going to do some very basic movement here that's going to kind of help loosen up our body and make it easier to kind of sit and do some of these breath works and meditation. So the first thing is keeping your hands on your knees. And we're just going to do seated cat-cow. So having the hands on the knees, you're going to lean back and let your spine round. And then you're going to start to lift your chest, let your elbows bend, then lean back, the arms straighten out. Then inhale, lift the chest. Then exhale, lean back, flexion of the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, extension of the spine. On your own, back and forth. It's nice to see everybody on here. And this is just a basic movement that's creating some elasticity in our spine. It's loosening up our shoulders. It's loosening up a little of our neck. It's getting some blood moving. And then we're going to come to a straight neutral spine, and then we're going to do little circles in one direction. So keeping your hands on your knees, you're going to lean back and then come forward and back and forward. Nice and steady, nothing too forced. And just try to breathe through the nose, in and out. And then we're going to reverse the circle, go in the opposing direction. And then we're going to come to center. And we're going to do little shoulder shrugs or circles. So you're bringing your shoulders up and then back, up and back. Nice and slow. Try to feel the movement versus rushing through the movement. And then we're going to reverse. Now we're going forward. And then we come to a standstill. We're going to start to nod our head yes. Again, just checking in, taking inventory. Just seeing how the movements feel, taking it at your own pace. You're setting the tone. You're in the driver's seat. And then we're going to come to center. We're going to shake your head no. And then we're going to circle your head in one direction. Again, nice and slow, and try to find a small movement to start with, and then you start to explore that range and create bigger circles. And then we're going to reverse, go in the opposing direction. And then we come to center. So we're going to take one hand, doesn't matter, this is my right hand. I'm going to place it on the side of my head, and I'm just going to gently draw my ear away from my shoulder. And we're going to come back to center. We're going to do the other side. Hand cups the head and just gently draws the head away from the shoulder. Try not to slouch, as that's the tendency. Instead, draw on your belly and let's lift the chest. And then we're going to come up to center. So, the little bit of movement gets you a little warmed up. We're going to sit up tall, and we're going to practice a type of breathing that I call the 4-4. So it takes 4 slow seconds to inhale through your nose, and then it's going to take 4 slow seconds to exhale through your nose. And it's not going to be a fast count. It should be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we pause with our breath, and then it'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do this together. Think about sitting up tall, maybe closing the eyes, breathing slowly through the nose, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now start to do that count internally in your own mind, and we're going to do this nice and smooth together. So we're just counting internally. Keep going. Let's take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. And then out of your mouth. Our breathing controls so much of what we're thinking, feeling. It controls also our awareness of what's going on. And we're going to do a little exercise to kind of really emphasize this idea of how your breath brings about awareness. So the first thing I want you to do is, while you're watching this, is to close your eyes And I want you to turn off any noise that's outside, whether it's a TV on in the background, a radio, music, people running around your house. Ask everyone to be real quiet for a moment. And when you close your eyes, I want you to try to find the quietest sound in the room. I want you to look for the quietest sound, the most faint sound in your space. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes and let's try to find it. Now notice what you did with your breath in order to find that sound. To heighten your awareness, you probably slowed your breath down to the bottom rate, the slowest rate possible, or you may have even fully stopped your breathing in order to find that sound. So you'll notice that when we're nervous or when we're scared or when we're stressed, our breath kind of speeds up. It gets sporadic, it's in our chest, and our thoughts are racing a million miles a minute, and it's very hard to focus, it's very hard to concentrate. But then you notice when we're the most focused, we're the most coherent, the most kind of zeroed in, right? Is when our breath is deep, rhythmic, smooth. It's under our control. So we should always remember that whatever's going on in our external world or even in our internal world, right, our mind, that we can take some time to slow things down with our breath, and it really clears our plate. It brings everything back into place. I teach a lot of people who are like high-level CEOs, high-stress job people, to do this type of breathing of the four slow seconds in and 4 slow seconds out, because they notice that it brings about this heightened awareness and it makes them feel really calm and equipoised. This next type of breathing that we're going to do is going to be alternate nasal breathing, or in the yoga system we call it Nadhi Shodhana. And a lot of people can't do this traditional mudra. It's called the Vishnu mudra, where we use our thumb, our ring finger, and our pinky to kind of manipulate our nose. If that feels awkward to you, just use your thumb and your index fingers. Okay, and that's what we'll do tonight, is just keep it really simple. So I'm going to take my right thumb and I'm going to close my right nostril, and I'm going to inhale through my open left nostril. I'm going to hold my breath at the top, and then I'm going to pinch both nostrils shut and pause there. And then when I want to exhale, I release my right nostril and I exhale out of that right nostril. Once I've finished that exhale, I inhale through that same right nostril, and then at the very top, I pinch it shut and I hold my breath, and then I release through the left nostril, full exhale, then full inhale, pinch, other side, right nostril, full exhale, full inhale, pinch, pause, and then we just go side to side. Exhaling, then inhaling, pinch, pause, exhaling, inhaling, pause, and we'll just keep it going. And on your next inhale, we're going to inhale through both nostrils, and then out of your mouth. So we're going to take a moment to practice some concentration. We're going to close our eyes, and I just want you to start to follow your breath. If you feel like you're going to fall asleep, keep your eyes half closed. And just focus your mind on the sound of the breath going in and out. When we kind of create that oceanic sounding breath, we call it Ujjayi Pranayama. in the yoga system, which means to conquer or be victorious. And as your mind focuses on the breath, it makes things nice and simple. Now, in the yoga system, this concentration is called dharana. And people do a lot of different types of concentration, whether they're focusing on a candle flame, staring at the tip of the nose with their eyes half closed, focusing on the breath, focusing on a mandala. It's just to kind of bring your mind into place. But then we're going to practice meditation, which is different than that silent attentiveness. Meditation is called dhyana, where we put our mind and senses on God. And I would like to try to do a type of meditation under beads. We did it before in a different session with me in the past. Mala beads are meant to be used as a meditation tool. We do a meditation technique called japa, which means repetition. We say a mantra on each bead. Now, mantra, man means mind, and tra means that which frees you from. So mantra means that which frees you from your mind. And we're going to say a mantra, and that mantra tonight is Nityananda. Nityananda means the embodiment of eternal bliss. And what we do is we start right next to the head bead, and we say the mantra Nityananda, just loud enough so we can hear it. And then you move to the next bead away from the head bead, Nityananda, then Nityananda, Nityananda. We go bead by bead by bead until we've gone all the way around. If you don't have beads, you can just take your thumb and touch it to the first notch of your pinky and go Nityananda, then move to the second notch on your pinky, Nityananda, then the bottom, Nityananda, then move to the next finger, touch the top, the second notch, the third, and we just go finger by finger by finger by finger, and we'll chant like that if you don't have mala beads. So we'll do this together. Mantra meditation is such a wonderful way of focusing your mind and meditating on the transcendental, the non-material sound vibration of God's names. So we'll do one round together. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. So this type of meditation is so nice because meditation means fixating your mind and senses on something. In reality, we meditate all day long. It just doesn't have to always be spiritual, because a lot of times we're meditating on money, food, work, relationships. The difference between mundane meditation and transcendental meditation or spiritual meditation is, in spiritual meditation, we're putting our mind and senses on God. This meditation is so unique because it engages lots of different senses, such as the sense of touch, the sense of speech, the sense of hearing. The more senses that are engaged, the easier it is for your mind to be proactive and follow suit. To close our little session tonight, I would like us to sit up tall, take a big inhale through the nose, open your mouth and let it go. And we're going to close with 3 Om meditations. Again, Oming is a form of mantra meditation. Om literally translates to the manifestation of God in the form of sound vibration. Om is used in every authorized Sanskrit invocation, such as Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And we're going to take an inhale, thinking of the mantra Om, and then we're going to vibrate the syllable out loud. And we'll do it 3 times. Take a big inhale. Om. 2 more. Last one. Big inhale. Side out. Take your hands at prayer. Let's bow our heads. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Namaste. Please accept my respects. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm sure they'll be posting this little meditation and breathwork series on the feed later on. Until next time, thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Take care.